Hi, and howdy, and welcome back to whatever the hell this is. Um, Honestly, I don't really have a name for this. I just kind of wanted to play and, well, record, to be honest. Um, so I think that's what we're gonna do. Uh, this, I didn't look too good when I first recorded this, but, I think I fixed it. Alright, so this is my current settings, and I found this is as, normal? Yeah, let's go with normal. This is as normal as I can get it to feel, because this game operates off of Ubisoft sensitivity ideology. And my past experiences with, ooh, no. My past experiences with Siege have showed me that, yeah, no, it's not a fun sensitivity area. Like, don't get me wrong, I understand that advanced sensitivity settings, or not wanted, kind of made gaming as a whole a little bit more, gave it a little bit more of a higher skill ceiling because there's so much shit you can add now. I mean, look at that. Jesus Christ, the half of the shit I barely think makes a difference. Um, yeah, it's just, I kind of miss the 10 cent system, 10-10 system, if we're gonna be honest. Even though back then it was like, what, 20s? It went to 20s. For context, I used to play on 1616. I thought I was a little cracked gamer because I was able to hit flick shots and shit like that. But honestly, it's I come a long way considering this is a lot lower than I thought I was gonna be able to handle because last video where I used, oh come on, last video where I used this was not very good. And that was just me being me. And also because I think I have discovered some input lag, actually, um, which is interesting. Because I looked it up, and it does seem like something that does happen because obviously I'm shooting the info through a capture card. It it seems to give me a little bit of input lag, and I looked into it, and it does seem like it is a thing. So I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy, I swear. Um, but yeah, whoa, that's definitely wrong. The fuck's going on with that? Okay, we seem to be back. I don't know what the fuck that was about. Can I remember? Can I remember? It is a Ubisoft game. I can't get angry. It's Ubisoft. It's gonna be fucky. Okay, I don't like Ubisoft as a company very much, especially nowadays. Well, mostly because of nowadays. Um, and my internet's fine according to everything else that I own. The laptop I'm currently fucking recording this on even. Um, yeah, so I don't know what that's about, but we're gonna push on through. I completely forgot what the hell I was saying. Ubisoft weird. Settings weird. I feel like an old man now. Let's play the game. I don't get it. I don't know why they thought uh, fucking Overwatch should translate well to this. I didn't like it in Black Ops 3 when they tried to do this in Black Ops 3, and I didn't like it now because I just don't think shooters like this warrant that type of gameplay. But anyway, I have been playing this a little bit. As you can see, I was what 4. I went to 6. I think I played like 2 games since I last recorded. But it's not bad. It's not bad. I think I'm starting to get my flow back in before I get absolutely dunked on. I've never played on Clubhouse. Okay, so I say I talk all this shit about Ubisoft. I guess I don't really explain why. Ubisoft, uh, great game company, or at least they were when they were making single player games. And then when they tried to delve into multiplayer, I think that's when they shit the bed, and particularly with Rainbow Six Siege. Now, I don't know if it's just that I'm not good at that. No, I take that back. It's not that I'm not good at that game. Of course I'm good at that game. Anything with a fucking shooter, I'd be good at. But it's a shooter. It's hard to be bad at. But I hate that it promotes the idea of you sitting still or sitting in a corner or any of that shit. And I have some friends that vehemently fucking defend that game. I don't get it. I really, really don't understand why they're so hell-bent on making it fun, not fun. Like, I want a fun game. I don't get it. I just don't get it. It should be right up my alley, you know. High skill ceiling. Um, you know, uh, notoriety, I guess, in the gaming landscape, you know. You have all those esports and shit for it. Whoa, okay. Yeah, playing shooters, essentially death is not my smartest idea, but I can live with it for however longer. Um, I'll just live with it. It's not. You don't need to have ears to be good at a game, and I've learned that from essentially years of playing without a headset. I mean, I was able. I'm clearly not showcasing it here, but for a long time when I was a kid, I did not have a headset. I had pretty much internet access and the disc, and that was it. That was the extent of my gaming prowess. I don't know. Yeah. That was just the extent of it. Is I just kind of played the game like a kid. And call me nostalgic, but I kind of wish we could do that again. I wish games didn't have to be so overtly competitive, you know, where people make the argument that you need legitimate skill to use your fucking ears. I hate that so much. The fact that people think that just because you're able to hear real well entitles you to winning a gunfight, or jacking up your headset volume entitles you to essentially get a full 3D preview kind of what's about to happen. Now, you can argue that that is for the sake of being quote-unquote more realistic, which I guess I can understand that argument. However, when you have stuff like Siege, where it's not for the sake of realism, it's for the sake of just straight fucking buffoonery. I don't know how else to describe it other than straight fucking buffoonery. It's so depressing to me. Where it's like a game that lets you essentially just kind of hide. Or like what I just did right now. See? I like that that's a thing. I like that I'm able to do stuff like that. It's not fun when you can't not sneak up on people. I guess kind of sneak up on people. It's not fun whenever you're limited. I hate being limited. I hate when sprinting causes so much issue, or jumping or mantling or whatever the fuck. I hate that. I hate that so much. Whoever decided that was a good idea. Okay, I understand for a balancing thing, like sprint delay, where you're running and you can't stop yourself. I understand that completely. But fucking like Siege, where oh god, this shotgun does not work well at range, and she live with 1 health. Yeah, okay. Again, just a hair amount of input lag. At least I think. I think that's what's going on. Could be the internet. I don't know. It seems like it's pretty stable right now. I don't know what the hell happened earlier. I say as it jumps to 114, I'll shut up. But I mean, I play these games to have fun. I feel very weird whenever they take them so seriously, you know, take themselves super seriously, like Siege. Siege takes itself way too fucking seriously, and then they take themselves seriously, and then when, you know, eventually, because obviously it's gonna happen, they they add in some stupid shit like sends. Remember, that's when I kind of lost not so much respect. I never had a lot of respect for it, but like lost fucking Christ, I can't do shit right now. Kind of lost the plot, you know? Or it's like they marketed themselves as the most realistic tactical shooter, you know? This isn't for babies, even though I think I've run into more kids on there than I have on COD. But yeah, I just don't get it. I just don't get the love for that game. I feel like it is disproportionately balanced, for one, and two, one of the most boring games, honestly, you can play. I understand why content creators do it, because it's without a doubt really interesting and funny, because there's an element of skill to it. And by skill, I mean headshots, because headshots are a one-shot in that game. And on the one hand, I'm like, oh yeah, that makes the skill ceiling really high. And on the other hand, I think that actually dumbs down half of the fucking player base, because accidental headshots are a very real issue, because it doesn't matter if I have better gun skill than someone. If they just so happen to land a singular bullet on my dome piece, that's it. That's all she wrote. And it's happened to me, to other people that were very clearly better than me, and it's happened to me where, or that person is very clearly worse than me, and they win that gunfight. It pisses me off. It's just one of those things of, that was really bad. Just one of those things where it's like, I guess it comes with the territory of the game, you know? You have to take it, you have to take it and leave it. It makes me depressed. Even though I do like the way this map is designed in Xdefiant. I wish this amount of destruction was allowed in Siege. That would be really interesting. And yet again, I'm just gonna blame it on fucking input lag, man. This is not as conducive to multiplayer games as I thought, honestly. I mean, you saw it also in the Borderlands video. But I'm kind of struggling over here. Not struggling. I'm doing okay. No, but it's a fun game. It's a decently fun game. If I wanted to play an arcade shooter, this would be a not horrible one. Honestly, I think it's just because we haven't had COD in at least I haven't had a true COD in about the year, which I guess this would be the good time to bring that up. Uh, Modern Warfare 2. I own it. I played the hell out of it. I got, what was it? Nebula? No, not Nebula. What the hell was it called? Um, Orion. I got Orion for it. I played pretty much as I played pretty much as much as you could of that game, and I didn't see an issue with it at all. Uh, and then there was the rumors of of the next COD essentially just being a DLC expansion pack. And I thought that was perfect, you know? We finally have a 2-year COD that is something that they've never done before, and I thought that sounded really cool. The idea of a COD where they're able to sit down and perfect it. However, we did not end up getting that, and I think they backed out last second, honestly. I think they realized, oh shit, we're not gonna make that much money from this? And and backed out of it. So what ended up happening was they sold Modern Warfare 3 at full fucking price. And full price nowadays is $70. So it was $70 for essentially an unchanged game. Now, to most people, that sounds like fucking nuts, you know? And I think rightly it was fucking nuts. Just, just the issue is that there's a lot of people that really like those games, me included. But I put my foot down. I guess the older I've gotten, the more frugal I've become. Like I said, I'm gonna spend 70 fucking dollars on. I'm gonna spend $70 on essentially the same game again, even though you know you can argue that oh every COD is the same, you know, is buying the same game every year. That's why they're all ass. If you play them enough, like how I have, or you grew up with them, you'll notice that even though you know they make the argument of oh well they're all the same game. It's not really true because every studio that handles COD, I think it's what, cycling between 4 now. Every studio that handles COD handles it in a very dramatically different way, and that's something I've become like accustomed to. You know, I think that Activision or what is it, IW, yeah, Infinity Ward. I think they produce some of my least favorite, but I think that's just because their gameplay loop is not what I usually like. And then you have stuff like Treyarch, where Treyarch, I believe, is Treyarch is my favorite company to produce it, just because I love the way they feel. Every character feels very weighty, and I mean, it's very much an arcade shooter, you know, the way COD's meant to be intended. And then you have Sledgehammer, which I think is a good in-between, because Sledgehammer has very notoriously been able to kind of build off of sorry, I lost my train of thought with that. What the fuck just happened? That Sledgehammer's been able to build off of other companies very, very well in the past. And I think that they proved themselves the most with Modern Warfare 3 because at least from what I've seen and from the friends that I have that actually did buy it, they say it's oh, I fucked that up bad. They say it is one of the best COD experiences we've had for a long time, and I'm inclined to believe that. I watch a lot of people that still play it, like Jev, like FaZe Jev. I watch a lot of people still, and they seem to have a lot of fun with the game. And I'm not gonna lie, it looks really fun, but $70 for pretty much an unchanged game, with the only changes being, well, yeah, you know, the fucking uh, Sledgehammer inspired changes, is kind of crazy to me. Literally just the same shit, but with add-ons, and I was perfectly fine with a $40 expansion to that. But they had to go and sell that at full price, and it's very like upsetting to me because it's one of the best multiplayer experiences we've had in a while, and I think it's just because Sledgehammer is really good at tweaking just small little details that make things really good. I really liked Vanguard, and that was Sledgehammer. And I mean everybody touts World War II or WW2, yeah, whatever the hell. Um, that one I like that multiplayer experience too. I think it had some issues at launch, but every COD game does. So it's kind of unfair to say that it didn't, you know. But I had a lot of fun with that game, and Sledgehammer definitely knows how to change what they're given to something worth your money, you know. And traditionally, if it was marketed as, you know, a new COD, I would have said, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm gonna buy the next one. But it wasn't. It was a continuation of Modern Warfare 2. And I have a little bit of a hot take. Of, I don't like the new timeline. I understand why they made the new timeline, but I think the changes they've made to like events and stuff like that. Obviously, they can't just play out the same story again, but the changes they've made kind of upset me, honestly. Uh, I was okay with Ghost dying. I was perfectly okay with Ghost dying. Um, but he's not dead, and I'm sure that would have upset a lot of fucking TikTok girls for some reason. Um, but I think the majority of the fan base kind of saw it coming. And Modern Warfare 2's story, I was, I was okay with it. I liked the fact that we weren't, you know, just fighting Taliban number 16 over and over again, or the Russians. But and like the cartel angle was kind of cool. But 3, where it was a half-assed, no Russian, you know, some of the most iconic spots of call it like the Modern Warfare uh, franchise happens in Modern Warfare 3, and I think they kind of just shit on it. To be completely 110% honest, they just like yeah, I think the the biggest example of that is Soap's death. Like I encourage you to look this up on your own. But Soap's death in the original made me legitimately sad, and I don't I mean, obviously you don't play Call of Duty games for the story, but I mean it's nice that it's there. Oh no, that fucking hit. It's nice that it's there. But Soap's death in the original was legitimately heartbreaking because, you know, yeah, I mean, it became a fucking meme for Christ's sake. You know, you've probably heard it. No, no, Soap. Um, yeah, it was sad. You know, it was sad for the time. Uh, but then you have Soap's death in Modern Warfare 3, the newest one, and it just fucking randomly Makarov shows up and caps him in the forehead. Like, there's no weight to it at all, and you don't have Price crying over his fallen comrade. You have, yeah, we need medical team evac, or whatever the fuck he says. I don't know. As soon as that scene went around online, I all my hope for that game kind of dwindled horribly. Because I mean, it's just there was no impact, there's no oomph, and like, if you're gonna pay $70 for a game, at least pay $70 for a story that kind of cares about you, you know? and talking all this shit about another franchise while actively being shit at at a game. I don't know. It's funny, but yeah, it just Call of Duty has had a few amazing years. 2019, the Modern Warfare 2019 brought in a lot of people. Personally, not my favorite, cause again, just Activision, Infinite Warfare, whoever the fuck you want to blame, they just they they they're very stubborn, incredibly stubborn, and I think whenever you have someone like Treyarch or even Sledgehammer, they like to listen, and that warms my heart, as a player, and I'm actually getting listened to whenever someone goes, "Hey, this is really dumb," and I think more people should say that. More people should speak up about it, and we'd probably get more better games. Or if they just, took their breaks from their fucking 1 year cycles. It's so upsetting. I was excited about that 2 year cycle shit. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, you learn to live with it. You learn to live with it. But yeah, one thing for sure is that because this is a free to play game, it's a lot of grinding. I mean, look at this, the thousands and shit like that. I uh, I like traditional level systems. This is interesting and all, but it fucking upsets me. Granted, I am a level 7 and I'm able to use pretty much anything if I focused on it, but just, it's not enough guns in this game to warrant, something like that. So that is a criticism I have for Xdefiant, I guess. The free-to-play nature, the stores, the battle passes, which the fact that a fucking COD game has a battle pass is a major sin in my books. I hate battle passes. Um, and especially a full price game, $70 and you still have to pay, let's say like what, $10 a month? Yeah, that's fucking horrible. But I'm one voice in the crowd, right? Can't do much. But screaming out into the aether does make me feel better because I feel like I've talked everybody's ears off about this in my waking life. So now I can share this with you. Um, yeah, we're gonna if that segue wasn't obvious enough, we're gonna cut it here. uh, I think I've played enough. I do have to cut around some things in this, especially since my internet decided to fuck me over. But yeah, make sure to go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe and comment and yeah, all the normal stuff if you want to hear more ramblings while I suck ass at games for another what 12 minutes. I don't know. I don't know what this is gonna come down to. Yeah, I'll see you guys later. Uh, bye bye.